During this holiday season, we want to highlight the importance of food banks and the food pantries and the millions of families who depend on them. One of the country's largest food banks says pantry visits are up. Look at this number, 30% since the start of the pandemic. That's a big number. About 42 million Americans are dealing with food insecurity in this country. Jamie Yuccas visited a food bank in Minnesota, a state where Feeding America says more than 400,000 people are now facing hunger.
3 chicken chow mein. Nice.
Once or twice a month, Bridget and Kevin Littlefield visit the Open Door Pantry food shelf in Eagan, Minnesota.
There's a box of cereal will go pretty far. And then I like getting the roast, like a beef roast, a pork roast, and I can add potatoes and carrots and onion to it to make a full meal.
Hey.
Bridget works full-time in a restaurant, and Kevin is semi-retired. They have 2 teenage daughters and a niece at home.
Even though I work full-time and have a full-time job, sometimes you need it, you know what I mean, just to get you through to the next payday.
We have about 8 to 10 million pounds of food in this warehouse.
Million with an M.
Yes.
Allison O'Toole is the CEO of Second Harvest Heartland, one of the largest food banks in the country. They've distributed more than 200 million pounds of food to central and southern Minnesota since the start of the pandemic.
Out of here, we can get 3 things.
Second Harvest Heartland supplies Open Door Pantry, where the Littlefields go.
When you look at people like the Littlefields, I think one of the things that strikes me is that the mother works for a restaurant. She works in food service and she needs to be able to still feed her family and can't.
That's right.
Are there dozens, hundreds of families like that?
Thousands of families like that.
Inflation isn't helping the situation. Holiday meals will cost more this year. According to the USDA, grocery prices were 5.4% higher last October than they were the year before, and the price of meat has increased double digits. O'Toole says it's leaving families strapped, and it's also impacting food banks who source their own food.
We're seeing packaging shortages, freight rates are increased, things are delayed.
I think there's this idea that because you're a charity, you must be able to source for free.
We don't. We've purchased more food than ever before.
Fill it up as much as you can.
When you talk to your partners across the country, what are you hearing?
They're facing the same pressures that we are. The supply chain issues, the need is back up where it was a year ago.
Anything out of here you want?
Back at the Open Door Food Pantry, the Littlefields are grateful.
Everybody should be able to have a warm meal every day. You should never feel embarrassed or ashamed. If you need help, come get it, and then when you're able to, you give back, kind of like what we do.
Because at times, Littlefield says we all need that little extra help.
You guys take care.
Thank you, sweetie.
Stay warm out there.
Yeah.
For CBS Mornings, Jamie Yuccas, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota.
It's true. Sometimes we all need an extra hand. Nice piece, Jamie.